Hello everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Emerald Foods. This is our kitchen, and today we want to do a live cooking section. Today is Sunday, and it's a time for you to create nice and tasty food for your family. So, join me today and let us create something tasty, something beautiful, and something that I feel it can connect us all together. Everyone in their various country have something like that. We may not call it the same name, but definitely every country have their own particular name they give to this. Hello Jimmy, welcome to my live. Thank you for joining. So today I'm going to use this dough. It's a pre-made dough, you can see. This is the first time I want to try this dough, and I want to make pie with it. I have never used it before, but I just decided to try because one day I used to watch cooking live videos on the YouTube. I used to follow certain chefs, and I see this chef use it, and I also want to give it a try. It's a dough. It's made of, let me bring the pack and see all the things that are in the dough. It's not cheese, it's a dough. So this is how it looks like. This is how the pack looks like. And they said it has one pack, in pack rum butter, in los gekluckt Ei, that is egg, and it has vanilla sugar, it has crystal sugar, it has slagroom, mascarpone, and gemendrod fruit. Okay, I think that is what we actually need to make what they put there. So, perfect for zoet gebakt artige appies. So they said this is perfect for baking our sweets, bakeries, and the likes. So this is the first time I actually want to try this. Hello, welcome everyone. This is I forgot you told me to cut the chicken into cubes. Misinformation. Okay, so this is the first time I want to use it, and I'm going to use it to make pie. Now, what do I want to put in the fillings of the pie? I want to put potato. I'm going to cut it into tiny bits. I'm also going to put onion. I'm going to put in some carrots. And I'm also going to put fish. My fish is frozen, so I put it inside water to defrost. I'm going to put this fish, you can see it. So I'm going to make all of this together to make the filling of the pie. So in Nigeria, we call it fish pie. So what I'm making is a fish pie. In some country, they make it with meat. In Nigeria also, some people make it with meat called meat pie. But this one, I'm using salmon, and it's going to be made into a fish pie. It's going to be very tasty. I'm going to put potato, onions, carrots, spices, all kinds. Then we are going to flatten out our dough, already pre-made dough, and we are going to stuff it in. Namaste, welcome, namaste. Where are you watching me from? You are watching me from India. Whenever I hear namaste, I know you are from India. Okay, so this is what we want to do now. We want to make the inside filling of the pie. So the first thing we are going to do is I'm going to bring out my salmon. I think it's defrosted already. This is my salmon that I'm going to use. Welcome everyone. As you're joining, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. So the next thing is I'm also going to peel out and cut my potato into small sizes. Okay, I'm going to peel out and cut my potato in small sizes. So most times some people cut it into maybe 5mm or 10mm cubes. That way it can get done fast, and also it can incorporate well into your other things, your fish, your onions for the filling of the fish pie. Okay, I'm not going to use all this potato, because I'm only making about 5 pie. Yes, so I'm not making a lot. And even if I make too much filling, you can always preserve your fish pie filling in the freezer, okay? And then you defrost and make another pie another day. So this season, I'm teaching you some snacks because we are in Christmas season, and a lot of you are home and you want something to munch on. So this is potato. We want to cut it into small cubes. Love from India, thank you very much for joining. Because I'm cooking today, I don't know why this stove is making a hell of noise. Why are you making hell of noise? So because today is a cooking day, I will not be able to read all of your comments. Looks tasty. Thank you very much. Thank you. So the first thing is to cut our potato into tiny pieces. Don't make it too big, please. Tiny pieces is very okay, so that your potato can get done as fast as possible. Okay, so cut it into tiny slices, your potato, and then your onions and your fish. You are all going to cook it together. See, you can see how small the sizes of the potato are. Hello, happy Sunday, welcome to my life. So we want to make fish pie, and we want to make the filling of the fish pie now. We want to make the filling with some potato, onions, with some carrots, and also with some spices. So I'm going to also cut my carrots into small sizes. I'm going to peel my carrot also. Welcome everyone. Please, if you are joining this live, subscribe to the channel. Also follow us. Like this video, please. Thank you very much for joining. We are making fish pie, and we are trying to make the fillings of the fish pie. Okay? The fish pie is going to have carrots, is going to have onions, is going to have potato in it. So we are going to cut it all together. From where are the potatoes? From Netherlands. From the Netherlands are the potato. It's Irish potato. The potato is Irish potato, but you can also use sweet potato if you want for the filling of the pie. But most times, most people always use the Irish potato, the ones that are not sweet. So you also cut your carrots in small pieces. You can see I'm in the Netherlands. That is good. Welcome. Hello, hello. Hi, my name is Shwet. Welcome, Shwet. Please like this video as to Blift, and Oak subscribe as to Blift. If you are a new follower, welcome. So these are carrots and our potato. I'm going to cut in one more carrot. One more carrot. I'm going to cut in one more carrot, and then we start steaming up the potato and the carrots. Then we cut in our onions into it, and also put in our spices. The fish is going to go in last because it doesn't take too long time to get done. Our salmon. We are trying to make fish pie. Hi, I'm from India. Namaste. Welcome. Thank you for joining my live. Namaste. Kemcho. Kemcho, how are you? So, our potato and the carrot is ready. I'm going to wash it and pour it inside the pot, and then we start steaming it up. Okay? Welcome everyone. So we have washed our potato and carrots. Pour into your pot. And the next thing we are going to do is put in a little water. Please don't put too much of water. Please, I beg you. I beg you, don't put too much of water. Just water enough. Enough to... My stove has locked itself. Yes. So, we just put in little water, enough to get it soft. Please don't put too much water, okay? It's better you add a little more water later than to put in too much of water. I'm going to bring the camera closer so you can see what is going on. So as you can see, our carrots and the potato, they are already on stove. I'm going to cut in half of these onions also for the flavor of the pie fillings. It's very, very important. Very, very important. I will put some onions. So we are going to cut our onions also in small pieces. Please, whatever you are cutting for the pie filling, they should be in small, small sizes, okay? Because you don't want your pie fillings to be too bulky. So you cut it in, you see, very small sizes. So everything can mix all well together. So after about 3 minutes, we are going to put in our salmon. Hello, welcome. If you are just joining this live, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. We are making fish pie and we want to prepare the filling of the pie first before we bake. Put everything together and bake. So the onions also is there. And now the next thing we are going to do is cut our salmon in small pieces. This is our salmon that we want to use. This is our salmon. I'm going to cut it in small pieces and later I'm going to add the salmon to what we are already cooking. So for the salmon, some of you don't like fish. It's not compulsory you make your pie with fish. You can also use meat. You can use chicken, you can use beef, you can use any meat that you love to make this pie. Okay, so you don't actually need to make your pie with fish. You can also make it with meat, okay? So if you don't like fish, please use meat. You can see the small sizes that I'm cutting the salmon. You can see it's coming in small sizes. So please don't cut any of your ingredients in big sizes. Just cut them in small sizes. Use them in small sizes. I'm giving it like a cubic shape. So you can cut it in cubic shape. After some minutes, when our potato is cooked a bit, then I'm going to add the salmon. So we still keep the salmon aside. Then I cover the pot so that the thing I'm cooking will get done as fast as possible. Oh, this is not the cover. If you are just joining, let me know where you're watching from. Goat meat, coconut milk, garlic, shannon, coriander, blah, blah, blah. There is still... I don't know what you are talking about, Jimmy. Sorry, I don't know. Which recipe are you talking about? What do you want to make? this delicious goat meat curry recipe, but the meat is boiled until tender. Okay, thank you very much for that. Evie Clown, welcome to my life. Thank you. We are making fish pie today, and we are already making the filling of the pie. The filling has potato, onions, also some carrots. We want to make it tender before we put in our salmon, our fish. So when it's tender, we put in our fish and then we spice it up with salt and some spices. And then we put in a little bit of flour so that everything can come together, and that is the filling that we are going to put in our pie. We already have a pre-made dough for the pie. This is the pre-made dough for the pie. So we are going to fill in our filling into this, and then we are going to bake it. Let me already put on the oven so that I can start getting hot before we finish making the filling. And then I'm going to put a little bit of water so that the potato is going to get really tender. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. We are making pie, fish pie with salmon. And I said, if you don't like fish pie, you can make it with meat. You can make it with chicken. You can make it with beef. You can make it with whatever type of meat that you like, okay? So the next thing we are going to do now, we are going to pour in our salmon since our potato is a bit cooked. We are going to pour in our salmon, and then we are going to spice everything up. We are going to spice everything up. So you put some salt to taste. Then I use my favorite spice mix. It gives it good taste and flavor. And then mix everything together. I'm going to check for taste. Yeah, the taste is good. And some people, they put chili. Some people put chili, and I'm going to add a little bit of chili. A little bit of chili. So this is my chili pepper. I'm going to put just very little because I want that. So you can see. Okay, so our filling is almost done. Our filling is almost done, and very soon we are just going to add in some of the, you know, where we're adding some flour or some cornstarch is to make all the potato, the carrot, the fish, the spices all conjure together. So when you fill it into your dough, it's going to, you know, come together as one with your dough, okay? So that is the reason why we are adding a little bit of flour into the filling, so that everything can come together, so that the filling will not be staying, you know, in variance with your dough. So when you add a little bit of flour to your filling, everything comes together when you fill it into your dough, and you have a nice pie. Okay, so we are going to still cover this. I want the potato to be really soft, so I'm still going to give it about 7 minutes to get really soft. Okay, so almost everybody eats pie. Almost every country eats pie, but we all call it in different name. We all call it in different names. So if you eat pie in your country, what is the name that you call it? What is the name that you call pie in your country? Okay, let me know in the comment section. Please, when you are coming to the comment section, be respectful. Don't say anything that will get blocked, because this page is all about positivity. We don't say any negative things here. We only talk about food, and also we respect one another on this page. We don't say things that are disrespectful. Please, Jimmy, I can't read all your bunch of chats. I'm busy here cooking, okay? When it's time for connect, we talk, but when it's time for cooking section, we cook. You can say all of that in the Emerald Connect session. But during cooking section, I cannot be cooking and also reading charts, okay? I can only read short charts when I'm cooking. When the chart is too long, I cannot read it. Sorry about that. So maybe you wait till we have the connect session. So this is my dough. I'm trying to prepare my dough for baking because the filling is almost ready. Spraying some flour on the surface, and then I'm going to use the rolling pin. So put some flour also on your rolling pin, and we are going to flatten out the dough a little more, because that is where we are going to put in our pie. Okay, I'm going to bring out a tray. So on this tray, we are going to put in our flattened dough. This is what we are going to fill our filling in. Make me a live chat moderator, please. No, I can't. I won't make you a live chat moderator. If I want to do that, I'll do that myself. You don't tell me to do that for you. Okay? So we are going to flatten out our dough. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Please like this video as you join. Subscribe to this channel. And also let me know where you're watching me from. And I bring you greetings. When we are having cooking section like this, we don't read long chat, okay? Okay, so now I'm flattening out the dough. And very soon our filling is going to be ready. And then we are going to fill in our... Hello, how are you? Welcome to my live. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel. Welcome to Emerald Foods. So this is the third dough. I'm going to also flatten it out. By now, our potato is already soft. So I'm going to put everything, mash everything together, the salmon, the potato, the carrot, and then I'm going to feed in a little bit of flour. Like I said, the flour is to make everything come together, and also when you are filling it into the dough, it comes together as a whole. So I'm going to put about 3 spoonfuls of our regular flour, okay, to mix the whole filling together. So I'm going to bring the camera close so you can see what I'm doing. So this is the filling made of potato, carrot, salmon, spices, chili, so a little bit of chili, and that is what we are going to fill into our dough to make the fish pie. You can also use meat to make the fish pie, depending on what you like and what you want. So I'm going to pour out the filling into a bowl, and that is what we are going to use. Welcome everyone. If you are just joining this live, please do well to like, comment, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and also let me know where you're watching me from. Even though I'm cooking, I don't have time to be reading too much of comments, but I try. You can see it. So this is going to be our pie filling. Very tasty, very colorful, filled with rich ingredients: onions, carrots, salmon, spices, potato, and a little bit of chili. So this is what is going to go into so you can see how colorful it is, how nice and colorful it is. So with a little bit of your flour, you have a very good filling that has come together to get into your dough, to work right well into your dough. You can see the salmon is well incorporated into the potato because your potato was cut in a small size. So this is the filling. And now we are going to line up our oven with our baking paper because we are going to bake this pie in the oven. So I'm going to line up my baking paper. The oven is almost at the right temperature. I'm baking at 180 degrees, and in less than 30 minutes I expect it to be done. Okay, so join me as we bake together. So my oven is well lined, and now we are going to go to filling in our pie filling into the dough. Now I've already, can you see what I'm doing? I intentionally raised this up so you can see what I'm doing. So this is our dough flattened out. We are going to take our pie fillings, make sure that everything is well represented, and then you are going to fill it in. And then you are going to do what? Cover it nicely like this. And then you are going to take your knife and cut out the excesses. But before you cut out the excesses, you are going to use the egg white to tape all the edges so that it's going to close properly. Do you understand? So we need this egg white. It's very, very important because we need it to close up all the edges of the dough. So please don't forget about that. Otherwise, when your pie is baking, it's going to open up. And you don't want that, okay? We don't want our pie to open up. So I'm going to use some egg white. Don't use the yolk, please. So the egg white alone is fine. And we are going to rub it on the edges. So we are going to rub it on the edges so it's going to close up nicely and not open up when it's baking. Okay, welcome everyone. If you are just joining, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. Also, let me know where you're watching me from, please. So now we have closed the edges. We want to cut out the excess dough. We are going to cut out the excess dough on the edges before we use our fork to make the serration. So you cut it out in like a shape that you want. If you want a kind of square shape, you can cut it out in square shape, okay? So now we have cut out the excess dough. Now what we are going to do next is to use our fork to make like a design by the edges. You use the tip of your fork, you make out. So this will give it like a nice design, okay? It's just for the design. You can also make some ponds on the top like this. Very nice. So you can see how it is. It's going to swell up nicely. I'm going to put it on the baking plank because my oven is yet to reach the desired temperature. My oven is yet to reach the desired temperature, so I'm going to let it rest a little bit. Also, we are still going to smear the surface of the pie with our egg white later. Okay? Hello everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining. Please do well to subscribe to this channel. So, we go to the next one, filling your pie filling. Do it nicely. Cut off the excess edges. Cut it off. Hello, how you doing? Welcome everyone. Also, we are also going to close up the edges with our egg white so that it doesn't open. Don't worry, I'm going to make a short video of the outcome. Remember, this is the first time I'm using already made dough. Before, I used to make this dough myself, but today I decided to use already made dough. Okay, so we are also still going to make the design on the edges. This dough is a little bit lighter than what I would have made. If I've made my dough myself, I'll make it a little bit thicker, but hopefully it's going to swell out nicely. So we're going to almost the second to the last. We are going to do exactly the same thing. I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. Fill it in with our fillings. Welcome, Graceland, Grace Leaford. Where are you watching me from? Let me know where you're watching me from. I'm spraying juicy green yellow for me while you cook. Please be respectful when you come to this live, because if you are not, I'm going to block you off. Okay? Hello, good morning. Oh yeah, ik ben Mayan. Good morning. Good morning, welcome. Hoe is het? Bedankt for joining this live. Thank you for joining. So we cut off all the excess like every other one, and then we seal it up with our egg white. Seal up. We don't want our pie to come out open. Seal up all the edges with your egg white, and also make sure that you are not bathing the whole dough with your egg white. Then use your fork like this to create that design that you want. Okay, use your fork nicely. Now this is the third. I'm going to use all the other ones, all the other excesses that I cut out from my dough. I'm going to use it to create like a roll pie. You can see all the excesses. I don't want it to waste, so I'm going to roll it out. Let me put all the ones I've made here, because we are still going to give it an egg wash on the surface so that the shine is going to come out nicely. So I'm going to use my rolling pin now. I'm going to use my rolling pin to make a flat roll. Welcome everyone. If you are just joining, please subscribe to this channel. Okay, this is Emerald Foods. Every time we come here, we make nice meals, and also we connect with ourselves. So for this particular dough, I'm not going to make it into pie because I want to use the entire dough. I'm going to fill it in with the the regular, and then I'm just going to roll it all over this way. Okay, you can see it. Then I'm going to close up all this place with the egg white. I'm going to close it up so it doesn't open when we are baking. So close it up with your egg white, all the edges. Close it up. So you tuck it in nicely and close it up. Now, before we take all this into the oven, we want to put egg wash on the surface to give it that shine when it comes out of the oven after baking. So just don't make it too much. Give it that shine that we like for our baked goods. So give it that wash, egg wash, for the shine. So now we are done and we are ready to take them to the oven to bake for some minutes. So we are going to leave it for the next 30 minutes and our pie will be done. Our pie will be done in about 30 minutes. Thank you very much for joining, and we are done. In about 30 minutes it should be done. But what are you making? I'm making fish pie and fish roll. So the fish pie is already in the oven. In about 30 to 40 minutes is going to be done. I'm going to show you the outcome in a reel. So because I cannot stay live for the next 30 minutes when the fish pie is baking. So I'm going to show the outcome of the pie in a short reel when it is done. So you can look out for the short video and you will see how it came out. Okay, so for all of you that joined me in cooking, thank you very much. We still have some pie fillings. We still have a little bit of pie fillings, and I'm going to keep it for the next pie that I'm going to make. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining. Yes, thank you everyone for joining me in cooking. Please, if you are yet to subscribe, please subscribe. I'm going to drop this live video in the page so you can watch this live video under the live session and see what we did when you are not here. Okay, so now I have to clean up, and I also have to let you know what happened when you were not here. Thank you very much everyone for joining. Until next time, please continue to follow Emerald Foods and continue to like, share, comment on our video. Thank you. Bye bye.